Hey guys, welcome to Film Camp episode 4. I am your host. I'm Elliott. I'm here with my two ACs, I guess I'll call you guys.
Yeah. Are we like not going to do that anymore? Or is that something like?
No, we're doing it. Yeah. Go ahead.
So if you're not a host, then what are you?
You're not a host.
I'm a counselor.
You're the what kind of counselor? What's on top of your shoulders?
The campers.
What? No. What's on top of your shoulders?
My head.
And so you'd be a
Head counselor.
right.
I'm your head counselor, Elliott. And I'm here with my two not head counselors because they don't have heads on their shoulders.
Big boy.
And I'm Alex.
This is Film Camp. We just talk about movies. And this week, we are discussing the Oscars. This is all going to be about Oscars. It's going to be about this year's Oscars. It's going to be about last year's Oscars. All the Oscars beforehand. Academy Award Central. Basically, that's what we're going to be discussing today.
Oh, I don't like
And Big
that.
Boy just tried LaCroix for the first time, and he didn't like it.
It's the best.
Oh, I'm a guy.
LaCroix is not a sponsor. Do not give the money yet.
Yet. Yeah, LaCroix. Come on.
If you want, though, you can just send me LaCroix.
That's true.
Yeah, I love
Not me.
LaCroix.
That's nasty.
That's why I gave up soda.
For LaCroix.
Yeah.
You went from you went something that was good to something that's terrible.
I want something that was bad for you to something that's
Good for
delicious.
It's not delicious.
It's really good.
It's not.
Okay, well, LaCroix is not movies. Not yet. If you want to sponsor us.
LaCroix.
LaCroix the movie.
To a theater near
So,
you.
movies. This year,
You didn't grab the carafe, did you?
No, I didn't.
this year, 9 movies are up for
Okay.
Best Picture. I guess we'll just start with talking about Best Picture.
I'll get the carafe.
All right,
Where's he going?
He's getting the carafe.
Guys, we talked about this. It's a decanter.
Dude, it's a carafe.
It's a decanter. Hey, if you have a comment on whether or not this thing right here holding my, our Bullet
boy.
Rye
Oh.
whiskey, if this container is called a decanter or a carafe, go ahead and drop us a comment at campfire.com. That's campyre.com.
I'm pretty sure we just looked it up and it said it can be used both ways.
I looked up carafe, and then decanter showed up. So I'm pretty sure decanter's more popular. You can also like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on YouTube. Why'd you give it to me?
You want it?
I'm not drinking this yet.
What are you drinking?
We got no. It's all. Ew. It's all.
Was it wet?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm drinking Riot Juice. Remember from the last episode, if you watched it, we talked about this on
okay.
Campfire Stories. Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. This is our movie podcast, and out of all of our shows so far, this is the one that we've gone the longest without talking about movies yet.
That's true.
But let's get into it. So, like I said, 9 movies have been up for Best Picture. I'm just gonna rattle them off. We can discuss them. Call Me by Your Name, Dunkirk, Lady Bird, The Post, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, Darkest Hour, Get Out, Phantom Thread, The Shape of Water.
Okay.
Do you have to say it every time? Yeah. Yes.
And I'm gonna be the asshole to say that I've only seen 3 of these.
I was gonna ask which ones. Wait, can I guess?
Go ahead.
Is it Get Out?
Yes.
Dunkirk?
Yes.
And Shape of Water.
Yep.
Wow. How many have you seen?
I'm looking up them because I just read the list they just listed.
Yeah.
But you've probably seen all of them, or no, not all of them, most of them.
No.
You've seen Lady Bird.
Yep.
You've seen Get Out.
Yep. No, I haven't seen Get Out.
You haven't seen Get
That's
Out?
the one I haven't. Like one of the ones.
The Shape
I
of
haven't
Water.
seen. But Get Out will be easy to see.
Yeah. You've seen 3 Billboards.
Shape of Water. Yes. Billboards. Yes.
Did you see Dunkirk?
Yes.
I've seen Get Out.
Have you?
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it. I haven't seen anything else.
Are you serious?
No,
Really?
I was wanting to see Shape of Water with Elliott this last weekend, but he went and saw it with his brothers.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, out of the 3 that I've seen, I'm going to say The Shape of Water.
Shape of Water's gonna win it all.
Out of Dunkirk, Get Out, and The Shape of Water.
I think it's got 13 Oscars to his name.
Yeah.
Or
Noms.
noms to its name.
Nom.
Which the last one
Dunkirk
was La La Land 14. I think La La Land was 14 last
Wow.
Possibly, yeah.
Dunkirk's up for 8.
year.
Did not realize it would be up for that
Yeah.
much.
Sound, costumes, probably makeup, maybe.
Good.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
definitely for practical effects.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dark. You would you guys say The Darkest Hour is a war movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's.
I
But
mean,
it's
I'm looking it up on IMDb. It
the
says
politics.
it says biography, drama, and history, but I'd say it's definitely more
the politics
huh.
of one. Or I haven't seen it, so maybe that's one of the ones I haven't seen. So
Good.
maybe it's good.
One. I had this is wrong of me to say this, but what I really hope wins is Three Billboards. Outside of
Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah. That's my favorite of them all, and I gotta say it was my favorite because I felt the most during it. That was like the
Really?
most. Yeah.
Have you seen Darkest Hour?
No.
I really need to see that one too, because apparently that one's also very. There's a whole family of people that I know who do not feel emotion, but they all cried at the end of it.
Really?
Yep.
Who that?
My girlfriend's family.
Oh.
Yeah.
No emotions.
Oh, Coco's back in theaters in the area?
Really?
It's always been in.
No, it was gone for a little bit.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
For like one day, maybe.
Yeah.
'Cause it's
I'm just
been
looking at movie times because I'm like, I kind of want to see a few movies if I can, maybe on Sunday.
Do you guys remember on episode 1 of Film Camp, I told you guys that this was not a good year for movies?
Yeah, and then we instantly changed that.
It was we had a lot of, and then I said we had a lot of good stuff, we had a lot of bad stuff. Because note how Baywatch is not up here
Oh yeah.
for anything.
There's a lot of bad stuff. There's definitely a lot.
Kong's not up for anything.
There was a lot of bad stuff this
The
year.
Emoji Movie,
Yeah.
not up for anything.
Well, every year since what 2016, we've seen, or maybe 2015, we've seen a 50 Shades movie, right? There's a 50 Shades this year, right?
Yeah.
It didn't come out yet.
2017.
this
No,
month.
2017 though. 2017 there was one.
One did come out.
Yeah.
50 Shades Darker or something like
Yeah.
that. And then next year, 50
So
Shades
that was a bad
Freed
movie.
come out. The only reason I know why
Not
this
next
is
year, but like next week.
really
Yeah.
Oh.
Of course it's coming out.
the
around
only reason I know
Valentine's
this
Day.
is because I saw like The Shape of Water last week.
Yeah.
And that was a trailer. For
I think
that.
that'd be a good movie to see Valentine's Day, Shape of Water.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's a
that'd
love
be-
story.
I thought you were gonna say the 50 Shades of Grey.
Well, yeah, that too.
Oh, gross.
You gotta see that,
Gotta
and
see
you gotta
it.
see it while you're naked
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, just go to the movie theater naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried.
Now, we've discussed what's been nominated. I want to ask you guys, out of what's been nominated, what do you guys think should win? And then I'll say, what do you guys
Of
think?
every category,
Or what do you guys
are you
out,
gonna go
out,
from-
out of what's out of what's nominated? I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think will win out of what's nominated? And then what do you think should win?
Now the ones when we say
Doesn't
should
have to be nominated.
Okay,
Yep.
you got it.
So, Call Me by Your Name, Dunkirk, Lady Bird, The Post, Three Billboards, The Shape of Water, Phantom Thread, Get Out, and Darkest Hour. What do you guys think will win?
I know Get Out won't win.
Really?
I know it won't.
Interesting.
No. I mean, it's a fantastic film, but just based on the response that I've seen from all the other films, it just like the response doesn't feel the same for Get Out.
Well, it's gonna be like Mad Max,
right.
right?
It's
Mad Max was super cool.
They give it
Right.
the nod. Yeah.
It was
But
like,
Mad Max still won 6 Oscars, just not Best Picture.
I thought it was 9. Was it 9?
No,
or-
it won 6.
It was just 6.
Yeah.
Was it up for 9 maybe?
Yeah. Oh, it was up for a shit ton. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see Three Billboards
Yeah.
and The Shape
So
of Water.
good.
So I'll probably be doing that Sunday. I was wrong about Coco being back in theaters in the area. My thing was sent to Chicago. But yeah, Elliott, if you want to see Three Billboards on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, why
I'll
not?
do it.
I gotta get
really
a
good.
movie pass still.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big boy.
Out of those movies, I think what will win? Are we at what will?
What will win?
Mm-hmm.
I think. Oh my gosh, that's tough. I think Phantom Thread will.
Really?
Because, like we've said on the last podcast, we said it was all about politics. It's definitely about politics.
Really?
And you spend a lot of money to get Oscars. You pay people to
Right.
almost bribe
Yeah.
Yep.
for a lot of Oscars, and I think Phantom Thread will be a bride movie because it came out of nowhere, right? It came on December. It came like December 24th or whatever, and then now it's up for 10 Oscars. How many Oscars is that? Up for?
Also,
Phantom Thread?
one of the things that they'll probably be really campaigning
6,
for
I
it.
think.
Maybe it's really good. I don't
It's,
know.
Yeah,
what's his name?
6.
Who's the main character? Who's
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis? It's his last film.
It is.
Yeah,
So,
so
they're gonna be campaigning for that. So that's
Yeah.
that's a good theory. I like that.
So I think because that kind of reminds me of I never really heard of Spotlight. Like I heard of it,
Right.
but I never. And Spotlight won 2015, 16, 2016 it won, and there was like Revenant and other stuff. That was also a weird year. It was like an off year of movies.
Because Leonardo DiCaprio won that year.
Yeah.
Kind of going on your thing of like, paying to win kind of thing, or like being at least nominated or anything.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that's what happened with The Post, because that came out of nowhere. And I feel like the biggest driving factor for that is the fact that it's Tom Hanks and Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks, and Spielberg.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Spielberg movie.
I had no idea this
Really?
movie existed until a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
The Post? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could totally see one of those movies winning. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri will win.
Oscars last year. A lot of people are saying that because it's winning a lot of awards at different award ceremonies, and a lot of those the voters cross vote, so it's the same voter from this to that. So
That's what I think will win. Out of what's nominated, that's kind of what I want to win. But what I really want to win is Logan.
Yeah.
Which wasn't nominated. It was not. Logan was up for one Oscar. We'll get to that later. But you guys,
what I want
what
to
do you guys
win,
want to win?
Logan would probably be one for me.
Logan for you.
Yeah.
Well, I think would win. It's not what I want to win because I would want Jumanji to win just to make people pissed.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's
Surprisingly
what it is surprisingly good. But what I think will win.
Should we change it to what we think deserves to win?
Yeah,
So,
what deserves to win is
Or at least a nod.
See, my favorite of them all is Billboards, right? But it's flawed. It is flawed. There's flaws in it, and when you guys see it, you guys we'll talk about the flaws because there's some big flaws, and the flaws are so off-putting for people that maybe it doesn't deserve. I think what should win is The Shape of Water.
Yeah.
And the Shape of Water is not an original idea, even though it's different, but it's just like a love story. Two people like, how the heck are they ever gonna meet? And what, they love each other, Yeah. But it's still really cool. Great effects, great score, incredible score,
Great acting.
great acting, all across the board.
My folks saw that movie, and they'd never go to the movies. And like my mom said, and my mom does not know a whole lot about cinema, but she's like, that was a very well done movie, and she picked up on the whole symbolism of the color green and stuff, and
Yeah, man. And but I'll tell you this though, the best acted movie that I've seen through those is Billboards. It's incredibly acted.
Really,
It's best acting I've ever seen in a movie,
really,
hands down.
wow.
It's super good.
I got to see this movie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of acting, let's move on to best performance by an actor in a leading role. We got Daniel Day-Lewis, Phantom Thread; Denzel Washington, Roman J. Israel, Esquire. Forgive my pronunciation. Timothy Chalamet, I think. Call Me by Your Name.
It's like
Timothy
Shanae.
I don't know, but
Shanae or something like that.
Shanae.
Yeah, it's
Wow, I was way off.
like French.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Yep, from Get Out, and Gary Oldman from Darkest Hour.
I feel like Gary Oldman's gonna get this one.
I was gonna say I think it's gonna be Gary Oldman, and I feel like he deserves it.
Chalamet.
For those keeping count at home, this is LaCroix number 2.
Oh my.
LaCroix number 2.
Wait, what'd you say? Who's
Gary
gonna
Oldman.
win it?
Gary Oldman.
Gary
for
Oldman.
Darkest Hour. Dude, he's only been up for 2 Oscars, including this one.
Really?
I think he will.
This one and Tinker
think he'll
Tailor
win this
Soldier
one.
Spy. I think that man should be nominated for every single movie he's in.
I haven't seen any of these movies that any of these guys are, so I can't say by acting performance at all. But I think he'll win it just because he's again.
I've only seen Get Out of the
he's
ones
winning
that are,
a lot.
Yeah. That being said, I did like Daniel Kaluuya in Get Out. I'll probably say his name incorrectly. I thought he was a great actor in that.
And you know what's the first movie I saw him in?
What?
I saw it with you.
We've seen a lot of movies together.
We have. Kick-Ass Part 2.
Really?
He played he was on the Motherfuckers squad. He was like the Black Death or something.
Huh.
He was like a UFC fighter that he got to join them, and he got killed by Hit Girl. But he didn't have a big part.
Oh,
But
spoilers! Come on.
That's like
He
when
got killed by Hit Girl.
that's like when I realized.
Oh,
that,
and the part that he was in Black Mirror, he had to watch his girlfriend.
I've seen that one.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, really?
This is the
Okay.
second episode.
Yeah, I've been just like picking.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but yeah.
I was okay. Well, just in my head.
I'm sorry. I got obnoxious.
Son of a gun. Oh, like the way that you said, like he was in in Kick-Ass, it's like how I recently found out that I realized James McAvoy,
Yeah.
Mr. Tumnus.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, look it up.
Mr. Tubness.
Yeah.
In Kick-Ass?
No, in Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe.
Oh, I knew that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Makeup is a big deal.
Yeah.
No, I think Gary Oldman needs to be nominated for every movie he's in. Have you guys seen Air Force One?
Yeah.
No.
You haven't seen Air Force One? Oh my
No.
God. He plays a Russian terrorist, takes over the plane Air Force One, and Harrison Ford's the
Oh
president.
yeah. It's
Oh,
on Harrison Ford. Yeah,
He's
I've seen
so good in that.
What other Air Force One?
He's so good in Leon the Professional.
that.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, he's good.
I haven't seen that.
Dark Knight series?
The Dark Knight, he's good.
Yeah.
Like, he's a great actor, and he's only been up for 2
Riding
Oscars.
Hood. Red Riding Hood.
Moving on.
Lead actress. We got Sally Hawkins in The Shape of Water. Frances
good.
McDormand, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Margot Robbie, Tanya. Oh, foreign names. Saoirse Ronan, Lady Bird.
Something close like
Series.
that. Yeah.
And then Meryl Streep for
Series.
The Post. Odds are really for Meryl Streep because she kind of wins every time she's nominated.
No, she doesn't.
No, she does not.
She wins 9 times out of 10. She does.
No.
No. She only has 3, but she's been nominated like, what, 11
This is
times?
21.
Oh,
This
really?
is 21 times.
Holy shit, you're right. Jeez. I thought I was exaggerating with 11.
She's only won 3.
Right. Just statistics wise, out of the group that's there, she has the most statistical chance of winning. But from what I've heard, like even from you and other people, 3 sites outside Ebbing, Missouri, do you think Frances McDormand will win?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. So I'll tell you this. This is the first time. Who are they again? Can you say them again? This is for actress.
Yes.
Leading actress, right? Can you say them again?
Sally Hawkins, The Shape of Water. Frances McDormand, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie, Tanya. Saoirse Ronan, Lady Bird. I don't know if I'm saying that right at all.
It's close.
And then Meryl Streep for The Post.
This is the first time that I'm actually more excited and wanting to know who wins from the lead actress, instead of lead actor. I don't really care about lead actor. I haven't seen any of those movies.
That's kind of not really forward thinking of you.
What?
You care about the men more than the women?
No, that's not. I'm not saying that I like men more than women. I'm just saying that the parts, guys have more lead roles, like
Right.
more important lead roles
Yeah.
in bigger movies than girls do.
I know what you meant. I just wanted to
Okay.
have fun.
But no. Anyway, but this is the first time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like. There's a lot of powerful women roles this year.
Yeah.
A lot of them. So many. And I would say Frances McDormand's going to win it. She's definitely going to win it. She was very good.
That's
in
what I
it.
was going to say.
She was super good in it. But who I want to win it? The girl in Lady Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Super good. She was, and she's
Ronan?
like, yeah, she's young, really good looking. Big crush on her right now. But she is, yeah, she's awesome.
Oh,
she was in Brooklyn
She played,
too.
yeah, she played Hannah in Hannah.
And she was in Hannah.
Yeah.
She's really good.
Does it ever make you guys feel bad when people are younger than you and they're up for Oscars?
Yeah.
She's our age.
She's younger than me. She's born in 94.
Oh, she's 23 then.
94 is a good year.
Turned 24 this year.
That's when you were 23.
Did you say that's when I was 23?
Yeah, that's when you are. No, I said that's you. Yeah, that was very
Yeah,
bad.
I'm 23 for another month.
23.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I think Frances McDormand will win. I think Sally Hawkins has a good chance. I think they all have a good chance, really. Like except for Margot Robbie. Like,
No, I think she has a good chance.
I know, but now I'm not sure if I really want her to win.
Better chance than Meryl Streep, just because Meryl Streep she just gets nominated so she can have the biggest record. I'm not a big fan of hers.
I'm really not either. You can be honest. I'm not.
After what she said about MMA, F you, Meryl Streep. I don't care about you.
I
about
didn't
it,
realize that because before this podcast started, we were talking about how the movie I, Tanya, and I thought Tanya was the girl that got clubbed
Right.
before the Winter Olympics, but she's the one that did the clubbing.
Well,
No.
just because that doesn't mean Margot Robbie's did a bad
Well,
job.
I don't want her to get money from the movie. No, yeah.
No, I would still be
Yeah.
interested in seeing it because
I still want to see it.
I'd be interested in seeing it
'Cause
too, but I'll download it
Illegally.
legally.
just wait till it's on USA. Then
Okay, there you go.
Wait,
there's some movies you can tell which channel it's gonna be on eventually.
Right.
can I explain my hate of Meryl Streep real quick?
Please, because I'm really not a big fan of her either.
All right.
I'm okay with her.
Okay, so I honestly think she's a little overrated.
I think she's good. I think she's way
She's
overrated.
a really good
Yeah.
actress. But
But
she
to be
is
nominated for 21 Oscars?
She got nominated for Into the Woods.
I forgot she was in that.
She had well, to be fair, the only line I remember from that movie was one of hers, was when she was a witch and she goes, "Who cares?"
Yeah.
Well, that's
showed up out of nowhere.
anybody could have said that.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, okay, so
She got
let's-
nominated for Into the Woods.
let's fade all the way back to 2017.
I think you said 27. Nope.
Nope.
2017.
Yeah, I realized
corrected
that.
yourself
I
and then-
corrected myself twice. All right,
You
2017.
didn't even correct yourself. You just said the same thing.
Oh, whatever. I recorrected myself, right? So I said no. and
Okay,
then-
you said something.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, it was last year, 2017. Not the Oscars, but the other one, Golden Globes.
Okay.
And she stood up because she got some annual reward or award for being a great actress, right?
Like a lifetime achievement award.
Yeah, whatever. And she was saying all this stuff, how acting's the best because, this world and the world in acting is super diverse, a lot more diverse than everything else in the arts. And then she says, and it's a lot more diverse than mixed martial arts, and it's real art. That's pretty much what she said. I'm doing a bad job of explaining what she said, but that's the gist. She said MMA, mixed martial arts isn't the arts, right?
Right.
And she said it's not diverse, correct?
I don't know the exact quote.
Oh,
So,
but that's what I
let me
was
look it
saying,
up.
right? Yeah, check
Let
out
me
that
look
quote. Get back to me. First of all, diversity. There is a woman champion in the UFC right now that is a dark skin in Brazil, which dark skin in Brazil is people are racist in Brazil as well. It's not just the American thing that people are
Sure.
racist for people who have darker skin. She's dark skin, lesbian, woman, champion. How is that not diverse? That's like the most diverse thing I've ever heard in my life. Right?
Yeah, it's pretty
Right?
diverse.
Right? There's an Irishman. There's a
I don't see anything in her statements about
The UFC. Or
not
MMA.
USA about diversity. I said so. Hollywood is crawling with outsiders and foreigners. Streep said a criticism of Trump's anti-illegal immigrant rhetoric, and if we kick them all out, you'll have nothing to watch but football and mixed martial arts, which are not the arts.
Oh, okay. So the way I heard it, I felt like she was still saying that. It's let me see it.
Big Boy's mouth is away from his mic, so you can't hear him.
Yeah.
But he's looking at this article.
Let me see. There's more to the quote because I just.
But maybe I just heard her wrong or whatever. But I just won't put that out there. But there are other diverse things, right? And mixed martial arts is the arts. And now let me explain this.
It's martial arts. You don't need to explain it, but go ahead.
I want to explain something.
Well, I guess I can actually see where she's coming from with where you kind of got the diversity thing from. Like, it's not diverse because she was saying, like, if we got rid of all of the foreigners and everything, then all you'd have would be football and MMA. That's what she meant. I see where you get that now.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. All right.
Because she thinks it's just, pure blood Americans.
Yeah, pure blood Americans doing this stuff, but there's a lot of like different countries that are represented. So
Yeah.
many different countries
Yeah.
that have been
Who would
champions.
forget
and
when,
stuff.
American boxer Floyd Mayweather, fought American MMA fighter, what's his name? We watched it at your house. It's a joke. It's
He's not.
real.
Yeah, he's not
I know,
American.
he's Irish, that's the point.
okay. All right, Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah. Anyway,
Conor
So-
McGregor. If you're out there watching us, I know you are.
Conor McGregor. Oh, I wish. Oh. Anyway, no. So, just because you're at the top of the food chain in your art form, right? And this is not just because you talked bad about MMA. I understand. I said that, and then it sounds like, oh, he's just an MMA fanboy, whatever. Just because you're top of the art like of the food chain, and your art does not mean you can say other things aren't art.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me that when Aaron Rodgers, quarterback to Green Bay Packers, right? Because she said football as well.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me that the work and all the effort that he put in to making his spiral to his football perfect, so when he avoids a sack in the last 3 seconds of a football game, and let me say he's down, they're down 5 points or whatever. So he avoids a sack, throws this football, this little pigskin football, right?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect spiral, perfectly in the hands of a wide receiver from 60 yards out is not a thing of beauty or is not of art. That's like he put his time and effort in in all of his strength into that throw and into that craft. And I don't see how she can say that is not art.
So the way I kind of started this, it wasn't meant to disagree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just using other examples to agree with you. Because, I went to college originally for vocal music education.
Yeah.
And I was in choir and stuff. I was very involved with the arts there, in those performing arts. And I'm sorry to my friends who are watching this that did this, but there's a lot of them that would just say like, oh, let's go play sports ball. Like they'd basically say that every jock is just dumb, when most of my friends from high school were in sports. Most of them are now engineers at different companies around the country.
Yeah.
It's like it's just that mentality that's like people like in the arts think that they are so much better just because they're in the
arts.
classical arts, when it's not true at all. Mm-mm. Like it's like now I'm feeling we're getting a little about to go off.
I was gonna say, because this is about to get political, but you could say that about a lot of things. Like I'll just say it because everyone's thinking it. But everyone in the arts thinks they know everything about how politics works and how the world works, for that matter. And I'm sorry, but no. Like I'm not saying that I know everything about how everything works, but I don't know. Like what you were saying. I had a buddy of mine. We'll say his name was Bob.
Okay.
His name wasn't Bob.
Ted.
From high school, and he was really, really smart dude. Really smart guy. But this is a perfect example of how hard work will pay off, because he was just smart from the get-go. So he already had academics on his side, but he wanted to start getting more athletic. And so he tried out for cross country and swimming, and I was on the cross country and swim team since like freshman year, but he came along like the junior senior year. And he started off like just slow, he was junior varsity, JVs, fresh soft, whatever. But then like he busted his ass off, and he got faster than all of us. He got on varsity like right after we did, and he joined way later than us. And so that's just a perfect example of how you bust your ass off. You work hard.
Yeah.
And he was very humble about it too. He didn't act like he knew the stuff that he didn't know about.
Yeah.
But the point I'm making is that
it's not fair to discount another form of something just because you're the top of your own.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I think honestly, sports or football or whatever is a type of art. You're putting dedication, you're putting hard work into a way that expresses yourself too.
Yeah.
A lot of people use football to express themselves, or mixed martial arts to express themselves. Or
let me just say something also. I used to play football, and people who say, "Oh, football's so easy," like it lasts 6 seconds at a time. It is exhausting physically and mentally, because it's you
never see the stuff that goes on at practice either.
Yeah, like it's a lot of work, and people don't realize that. Like, yes, cross country, it's hard because you're running constantly. I realize that. I know it's hard. We have people from our high school that got in arguments all the time over which sport they're in was harder. Like, oh, I'm in cross country. My sport is your punishment. You guys do something wrong, you gotta run. I run for my sport. It's like, it's still hard because first of all, we're wearing extra pads. Yeah, and it's a lot of mental. It's exhausting, and you don't realize that. And I've always kind of been in the state that's like, why can't we just accept everybody? Like, everything has its own difficulties.
Right.
It's
that's like saying, what's harder, math or spelling? Like it's harder. They're
Yeah.
both challenging in both ways. Like I've heard rumors that like that swimming is the hardest sport. Then I've also heard wrestling is the hardest sport. But like everything's difficult.
Yeah.
And
Nothing
everything's
is,
different.
nothing is easy in this world.
No.
Do you
I
think Usain Bolt would be good at archery?
Yeah.
Because he hasn't practiced that.
Right.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
And I'm thinking
could be
like
He could be.
the
like,
best.
If you think of all the ways to get famous, like everything requires work. If you want to be a famous actor, a famous singer, a famous writer, everything requires work. And so, yeah, I agree with you guys. Just because you are the best writer in the world doesn't mean that you know how to be the greatest actor in the world. And yes, a lot of writers are in their own movies, like Stephen King. But and the same thing, just because you are the famous, the greatest actor in the world, does not mean you know how peace treaties work
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Well,
stuff. Like no one is the greatest person at any. No one's the best at anything
yeah. What
except for Tina Fey. She's pretty good.
She's
at
pretty
a lot
good.
of
She's
stuff.
pretty good, yeah. And Tom Hanks, he's up there.
And yeah,
Yeah, just
But even if you're at the top, I just don't think it's right to call it or to say whether something's
Right.
not art or not.
Yeah, we agree. I
Either.
agree completely.
It's
yeah.
just
I get anxiety and I just sit there and think about all like how difficult it must be for some people to do their job. And I think of like football players specifically, like wide receivers.
Oh,
and
like the average
running
age is like
backs.
45
Yeah,
before they
really?
die. Yeah.
Jesus.
oh my.
Did you know that? Let me look it up the exact.
While you're doing that, should we get back to movies?
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Well,
But that was just my little rant about Meryl Streep
Right.
and how I just don't really like her after that.
Yeah.
Not a big fan.
So we discussed best performance in an action leading role. I'm hoping Frances McDormand wins.
Yeah, me too.
Sally
She's
Hawkins.
already won before,
if,
right?
if she
She's
wins,
won a couple of times.
So for
No.
football, the life.
McDormand? Yeah.
she has one
She won for
Fargo.
For Fargo,
Yeah.
yeah.
It gave me football player for the fake football. No, here we go.
Soccer?
So the life expectancy for the average football player is 53 to 59 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, that's low.
That's
Wow.
pretty low.
And how old Meryl Streep? I'm just kidding.
yeah.
I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
if she puts some pads on, she goes out there, she takes Tom Brady's spot because I want them to lose so bad.
Yeah.
In the
Oh, we
post?
should have a podcast about that too.
That being said, what if Meryl Streep goes out there and they win the Super Bowl?
Oh God.
Also, we were talking about Usain Bolt like doing archery. Now I'm just picturing him like shooting the arrow and then sprinting and then catching it. Okay,
All right.
that's enough of Alex's
Moving on to best
hypothetical thoughts.
best performance by an actor in a supporting role.
Oof.
Christopher Plummer. All the money in the world.
Plumber, isn't it Plumber?
Isn't Plummer?
I always thought it was Plumer. That just sounds fancier. Isn't that the same?
I like Plumer. I like the let's go
Plumer.
Plumer.
Well, is my
Plume.
it's probably
Plume.
Plummer. Sam Rockwell, 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Heard
Ooh,
that.
this is interesting. Woody Harrelson, 3 billboards outside
Told you,
Ebbing, Missouri.
best actor, man. It's so good.
It's always interesting when 2 people are up for the same award in the same category for
Yeah.
the same movie,
And then
Yeah, I
neither
do
of them
like
win.
that.
and neither of them win. But it's always like a smack in the face to one of them.
Yeah.
If one of them does win.
Not really.
Richard Jenkins, The Shape of Water, and Willem Dafoe with The Florida Project. So I got to be honest, I will be happy if any of these guys win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's a good lineup. For
They are
supporting.
all great Oscar. They are all great actors. The only one who actually does have an Oscar out of all of these people is Christopher Plummer, I think, for Beginners.
What is
from
he up for?
2010.
He was in
For Beginners, All the Money in the World.
All the Money in the World. Yeah.
That's that Mark Wahlberg movie.
Oh.
Woody Harrelson has never won an Oscar. He's been nominated for 3. He's never won. Richard Jenkins has never. He's been nominated for 2. Yeah, I knew it.
Which ones?
The Visitor and The Shape of Water.
Okay.
Willem Dafoe has been nominated for 3. Yeah.
Platoon.
Sam
Probably.
Rockwell.
Platoon, Shadow of the Vampire, and The Florida Project this year. Wow, dude, Willem Dafoe has not been up since 2001.
Oh,
I would love any of these boys
Is
to
there-
win, though.
Fine.
Like, I love all these actors, and I think they're all Oscar worthy.
I saw this thing that people are hoping because of how well Sam Rockwell was in this movie, that they bring back Justin Hammer from
Oh,
his character.
yes.
That'd be great.
I would love to see just a little cameo
I
of Justin
know.
Hammer.
He was such a great character.
He was a great
I
character.
call this one the ex-wife.
Yeah. Super good character, man.
I can't say who I think will win because I've only seen The Shape of Water.
I've heard really good things about Willem Dafoe in The Florida Project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I hope he wins that, and I think
You know
he
what?
will.
I think out of all these guys, I like Willem Dafoe the most. and I want him to win.
Did Sam Rockwell only get nominated from this?
No, he's been up for a shit ton of stuff.
Is he?
He's been up for
Let's see here. I'll look at
just
those,
this one. You are right. Just 3 billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri. But Sam Rockwell did win the Golden Globe for this.
Yes. Yeah.
That's weird. Sam Rockwell is a great actor. He should be up for. He should have been up for an Oscar for the Golden Globe or for Green Mile. He played the crazy dude in the jail cell.
With the mouse?
No, that wasn't him. But he played like the crazier dude, the evil guy. That got
Oh, did he really?
the Green Mile. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I won't mind if any of these guys win. I think they're all great actors.
Yeah.
I hope Willem Dafoe wins.
I'm a big
I
fan
think
of
Richard
Willem
Jenkins.
Dafoe.
Honestly, like I'm going to talk about Bone Tomahawk again. Bone Tomahawk. Sorry, I'm got some riot juice in me. I think Richard Jenkins was snubbed a nomination for Bone Tomahawk. You guys haven't seen that movie yet, have you?
No.
And when you guys see it, you'll understand.
All right.
Anything else as far as best supporting actor goes? Was there a character in a movie that you guys saw this year that you feel like should have been nominated?
Yep.
Who?
Professor Xavier.
He did a great job.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
gonna say,
Patrick Stewart.
no,
So good.
No, mad. Now I don't
Yeah.
care about any of these
He was
5
so
chums.
good in that,
Yeah.
but he was just like riding in the I keep wanting to say scooter, but it's his wheelchair.
Yeah.
Just blah, 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 going crazy and
one of
nuts.
the
It's
things
hilarious,
I liked
man.
about that was I never thought about was, he's a super powerful psychic. What happens when the super powerful psychic starts getting dementia? It was like, oh, I never thought about that.
That's so cool. That's so powerful, man.
I know he would never win, but I just gotta give a shout out to Jacob Batalon,
For?
Spider-Man: Homecoming, the guy in the chair, his friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's funny.
He was funny.
Good.
It was funny.
I can
Yeah.
totally see that your type of humor, man. Yeah.
If you have any
Spider-Man.
suggestions as to who should win, drop us a comment. Campyre.com, campyre.com. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram.
Talk to us. We're lonely.
We'd like to hear your input.
We are pretty lonely. I am. I
Yeah.
was in my basement yesterday, just
thinking.
whacking it away.
There you
Sam
go.
and I were just talking about Valentine's Day plans because
You want to do something together?
What's you want to
Dude,
see a movie?
you guys need to go to Brazilian Steakhouse
Is
at
it
North
open?
Park Mall. It's been open.
You didn't tell me.
I'm sorry. Go before it closes because it probably hasn't been getting a whole lot of business.
All right, I'm going.
Brazilian Steakhouse. We'll go catch a movie.
And
$40 a plate.
Are you serious?
Do you know how it
40
works?
bucks a body, not a plate.
Sorry, body. Do you know how it
Okay.
works?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I'm going regardless. I don't care how
Let's go,
expensive
let's
it
go.
is. All right, let's go. After
Wait,
this,
are you,
You can come with us if you talk to us, and then
subscribe.
you can come.
Leave us a comment.
I was gonna say, are you gonna go there with Angela? Because how great that'd be if you
No,
and I went.
no,
and just,
no, absolutely not. She will not eat $40 worth of exotic meat.
I will.
I would just
I'm
say.
sure you will.
What I want to do is whatever you guys do for Valentine's Day, Sam and I follow. Just
Yes, we'll be right in your shadow.
There you go. No, she'll be happy with B-dubs
There
and
you go.
some Redbox movie at home.
Will she?
That's what I'd be happy with, and
Are
that's
you
what
gonna-
she'll be happy with.
Are you gonna
She'll be
watch the movie here?
It'll probably be her house.
I was gonna say, if we watch it here, we can just sit in the windows.
Yeah,
you
we can just
could.
watch it too. Better be Logan.
All right. Moving on to best performance by an actress in a supporting role. Allison. Oh my gosh, these names.
Janney.
It's Janney. That
Allison
looks like Janney. All right, Janney for I, Tonya. Leslie Manville for Phantom Thread. Octavia Spencer, The Shape of Water. Laura Metcalf. Lady Bird. And then Mary J.
Olsen,
I wish. Mudbound. Mary J. Blige.
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 Mary J. Blige.
No.
Is it Mary J.
I
Blige?
see.
It's Mary J. Blige.
I see that the L is before the I.
That's a tough one.
From
That's
my
tough.
from my tipsy eyes, I thought the I was before the L.
Mary J. Blige is a very
Before
For
L, except after
for
Blige.
Mudbound.
she's a very, very famous singer.
Yeah, Mary J. Blige. Come on, man.
I don't listen to that music.
Oh, okay.
Name one of her songs.
Jonathan, take me home. Check it out. Go.
I
Yeah,
believe you.
just type it out. All right,
Okay.
thank you.
I'm doing it. I'm just gonna go ahead and say Octavia Spencer for Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Jonathan, Take Me Home.
Mary J. Blige.
No.
Oh,
Jonathan Fritzen.
that was close.
Okay.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen any of these, so I don't know which one.
I have only seen The Shape of Water, so Octavia Spencer. Go for it, girl.
Congratulations, you won.
Wait,
I hope you win.
I hope she plays a sassy black lady for the rest of her life.
I don't hope so because I don't believe. In
I don't either.
typecasting.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's typecasting.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
She's hilarious as the sassy black lady.
She is,
I
but
believe
you know,
she has
she
extreme
also-
depth and she can play.
She,
other things.
but
Have you
I'd still
guys-
love to see it all the
Have
time.
you seen Halloween 2 with Rob Zombie when she was a terrified nurse? Because I have. I
Was
know
she
how she
sassy?
got started. She was sassy when she screamed when she saw that stiff.
What, she was... Wait, what? She was sassy while she screamed?
She was like, ah! Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, move. Not a whole lot to
No.
say about best performing by an actress anymore.
I think Laurie
I-
Metcalf will win.
for Lady Bird.
Yeah. She was so good. Oh, absolutely.
What about the girl in Logan? The little girl who played in Logan. Do you think
She's all right.
She's okay, but I
No?
don't think it's Oscar worthy.
Not Oscar worthy. Not best of the year. She was
Ooh,
good.
What about what's the name? The guy that played Caliban.
Oh, he was good.
He did good.
It was a good.
I liked his portrayal of Caliban.
Yeah, me too.
It's amazing how much Caliban there was in 2 years.
Right? And
Yeah.
two different actors.
Yeah. Stephen
They,
Merchant.
they didn't know. They
No.
didn't know that they both had Caliban in the same movie.
Do you know what other? So Stephen Merchant was in a video game.
What?
Yeah. You know which one?
No.
He was Wheatley in Portal 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Fun fact.
Anyway, keep going.
Best director.
This one is going to be a bloodbath.
Yes.
Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk.
Tryouts.
Guillermo del Toro, The Shape of Water.
Guillermo.
Guillermo.
Paul Thomas Anderson, Phantom Thread. Greta Gerwig, Lady Bird. Jordan Peele, Get Out.
Damn.
I know.
Damn.
I think right off the bat you can take out Dunkirk
No, you can't.
and Get Out.
No, you can't. Not Dunkirk.
Jesus. I'm sorry. Paul Thomas Anderson. Raise your hand if you've heard of his name before. For what?
He did Phantom Thread.
Jacob, take me home.
No, he did.
He was the one.
He was
the,
he
was a
the guy-
lyricist. For,
Not. I keep wanting to say L.A. Noir, but wasn't he?
I'm just gonna.
I'll
No.
look it up.
Phantom Thread. He's up for achievement.
Wait, it's the one with Phoenix
Yeah, Inherent Vice.
Inherent Vice.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
He's been up for he's been up for best achievement directing and motion picture of the year for Phantom Thread. So that's 2. Best writing adapted screenplay for Phantom Thread. Best picture of the year, There Will Be Blood. So that's quite the gap.
Yeah, he did.
And directing for Will Be Blood, and best writing for There Will Be Blood. Magnolia, best writing for Boogie Nights.
That's right. He did.
Right.
Did he direct Boogie Nights?
No,
too?
he just wrote it.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. He was
Oh,
nominated.
maybe he directed.
No,
it too,
he did
probably.
direct it.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Dang. That's a lot.
So he's been up for 8. Interesting.
He's 1-0.
0. Only been nominated for 8. Guillermo del Toro nominated for 4.
1-0.
1-0. Have any of these guys won one?
Greta Gerwig.
Has Nolan?
None of these guys have won an Oscar
Oh, they're
before.
all first time.
They've
that
all
is-
they've all
oh,
been
yeah.
nominated except for Jordan Peele.
but none of them have
Not-
won.
But none of them have
never
won an
been-
Oscar.
Gerwig, this is her first time directing ever. Same with
Well, she's been up for 2.
probably not directing.
No, probably for acting. No, for writing. Oh, she's up for 2. So she's up for best writing, original screenplay, Lady Bird, and directing.
I think Jordan Peele. This is like his first thing ever. Like really, like feature film wise.
Yeah.
And he says he wants to keep doing it.
No,
so
he's
keep
not-
putting good.
Oh,
shit
well, he's
out,
up for 3
brother.
Oscars. He's up for 3 Oscars for Get Out. So original screenplay, directing, and motion picture of the year. So he's a producer as well.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What do you guys
who I think will win. My brother says Christopher Nolan.
For
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
But I would say,
I would like to see Jordan
Del
Peele
Toro.
win. Actually, no. I'd like Del Toro to win.
Del Toro will win.
I want Del Toro. To
I
win.
think he will win. It was great. It was so good.
I
Oh,
think-
everything. everything had
I just-
meaning when he was doing all the camera stuff. It was all.
I'm just a big Del Toro fan in general.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I like the.
Pacific Rim. Yeah,
I need to see Lady Bird,
it's entertaining. It's not.
but I feel like
It's a good turn off your mind movie.
this was God damn it. This was a good year for movies. I feel like all 5 of these people are deserving of this Oscar.
God damn.
Like they're all great.
They're all.
They're
really
all good.
I would say the one that probably would win is the director of 3 Billboards. He also did In Bruges.
He wasn't nominated.
He wasn't nominated?
No.
For best director? No.
Oh, are you serious?
No.
Wow. Oh my.
His name is
I thought he was. All
Mar-
right.
Martin
Del Toro win it.
Yeah,
Del Toro win
Martin
it. hands
McDonagh.
down. That's who I want to win it too.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
I'm
I want
sorry.
Jordan Peele to.
I'm sorry. I have to say this. I was in a play by Martin McDonagh
Yes.
in college. It was called The Pillow Man. It was so much fun. I love him. And then I saw the play Hangman in London. He's great. Martin McDonagh is the Martin Scorsese of the playwright world. He's great.
Really?
Love him.
The Martin Scorsese.
At first, I thought he was Quentin Tarantino, but no, he's Martin Scorsese. All right, moving on to Best Original Screenplay.
That's
Now we're getting
crazy.
to the Get Out, Jordan Peele, The Big Sick.
Yeah, The
Interesting.
Big Sick was nominated for Best Original.
Good.
Sweet.
Yeah.
3 Billboards, Shape of Water, Lady Bird. I'm not even going to start naming names 'cause-
Lady Bird.
for Best Writing.
Yeah.
Now
That
it's
should get it.
interesting how do these get nominated? Do like the people who pick these awards actually sit down with each script and read them?
That's what they're supposed to do, I believe.
Yeah.
See which best writing? Because how do you decipher best writing from best picture? Like
Right.
it's the script.
And like kind of like I've told you before, there's a kind of a huge thing that you really can't judge the final product of a movie. It's really unfair to say, "Oh, that movie wasn't good because the writing was bad." You really can't say that because if you gave the exact script to Tarantino and Spielberg, they're going to both do it their own way. They're going to be 2 completely different movies.
That's true.
Yeah, so that one for me is completely arbitrary because, I could read the script for Shape of Water, and I may get a completely different vision in my mind.
That's true.
So-
But here, maybe this is what they're
Interesting.
looking for. Maybe the script is so good that it'll still be really similar to if Tarantino did it. Or
The way that I see best screenplay and adapted screenplay, I think of that more like, okay, which one was the best story?
oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
And like, which one was the best one that was
that's why they
adapted?
told the story through
Right, so like
their
which
writing.
like,
Which
yeah.
way was the best? The way that the story was told.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta say, and maybe dialogue too in there.
Right.
'Cause-
But also with that though, because if you think of the this is directly quoting one Max Landis.
Okay.
He's like, the very famous line that what's his name, Cuba Gooding Jr. did, the "Show me the money" like that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be famous if he didn't give it that way. So it also comes down to the actor.
But still, dialogue that's not necessary. Isn't dialogue more like when people are talking, or is it just
Yeah.
any?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think dialogue is a big player in it too, at least in my eyes.
That being said, I guess we do see moments where dialogue is good, and then you have dialogue like in the room.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh God. The Room.
sex life?
Best adapted screenplay?
Disaster Artist,
Logan.
Call Me by Your Name,
Wow.
Molly's Game, and Mudbound. I was just
Well,
listening.
you're looking at the same
I
stuff
thought
too.
you said the one. I thought you said the one that you
Yes,
thought. I was like,
those are all the ones that have been nominated. I'm gonna go ahead and say I want Logan to win.
Yeah.
I don't think Disaster Artist will, just because all the things are going with James Franco right now.
What's wrong with James Franco? What's he doing?
I think he's part of the Me Too thing. Now they're saying he's
Wait,
sexually assaulted.
really?
Or no, now once someone's been named, now it's like people are just like shunning them, right?
Yeah.
But I think with him it was all ex-girlfriends.
I don't want to get too deep into this because
Yeah.
Yeah, really, I didn't know that.
So I think there's something. Yeah.
I've seen also stuff where it's like people were like Aziz Ansari, like they were tagging him, and people were like, okay, well, if you actually read the article, this sounds more like just the person had a bad date.
Yeah.
And I could be I haven't read it in full, and that's on me, so I apologize.
Yeah,
ahead
it's
of time.
tough. It's now
Yeah.
if they get named in this huge list now,
Yeah.
It's bad. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But then, because a lot of people don't read the article or catch up with it.
I want Logan to win
Yeah.
I want Logan to
because
as well.
I feel like it was snubbed with a bunch of Oscars.
Thinking of adapted screenplay. Now we talked about how maybe dialogue would affect maybe the best storytelling. I think adapting is getting that whole story and just putting it into a movie. That's tough to do. That's so tough to do, and a lot of movies fail.
Oh yeah.
Gosh, Ghost in the Shell this year, 2017 failed.
Yeah.
There's probably a bunch that failed, but Logan did a great job because they couldn't work with anybody with the name Hulk because Hulk's kids was a big part of
The
Hawkeye was huge in the original. It's based off a couple of issues in
Old Man Logan.
in Wolverine.
Yeah.
A couple of issues of Wolverine, like maybe 10 or 12, and it was a series called Old Man Logan.
Yeah.
And so
And really, the only characters from that we actually saw in other movies, just Logan, Professor Xavier, and then Caliban, and that was an accident.
Yeah.
Everybody else, you've never seen a movie before, so it's not like, okay, well, we can't use this person because they've already been in that.
Yeah, and they had to work with not using any of Marvel's properties.
Yeah.
Like any of their characters, like Ghost Rider, they can't use Ghost Rider was in them, and I'm pretty sure they talked a lot about. I think Red Skull was in it. I'm pretty sure Red Skull was in it. He was.
Hugo Weaving just shows up.
He was dressed as Captain America in Old Man Logan. So,
Man, comics are weird.
comics are.
Yeah.
He was obsessed with Captain America, and then it's a really good comic. Read it. But yeah, getting all that stuff and putting it the movie that it was, that's a great adapted screenplay.
And especially for comics because they're huge storylines that span months.
Yeah.
And like multiple, like, if you want, it's so hard to get into comics because like if you want to, if I wanted to start reading Superman now,
good luck.
it's like, where do I start? There's no like really.
That's
good
why
ways to,
right now comic book industry is hurting bad.
Yeah.
It really is.
Let's check the camera real quick, make sure the battery's good because we got some flashing red light going on. Keep talking, we're good.
Okay. Well, he's doing that. We're going to move on to best achievement in cinematography. And for those of you who do not know, cinematography is pretty much the art of making a film. So
They use a lot of. So if I get this, are we good?
Yeah, we just got about 20 minutes left on the memory card.
20 minutes left.
So we'll
go through.
We'll fly by.
So cinematography, if I get this right, it's like the shots, right? Is that what kind of?
It's based. I feel like cinematography needs to be a bigger deal. Cinematography is the equivalent of photography or writing. It's the art of making film.
Right.
Okay.
And so it should be a bigger deal than what people are cracking it out to be. But
so you get a cinematographer. You don't get the director isn't the head of cinematography. You get a cinematographer.
But I feel like the director's still a part of it.
Right.
It's just it's literally the art of making a movie. It's a film of how well it's done, I guess.
Yeah, it's
like
basically the physical image that you see.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So they like mess with the colors and stuff.
That'd be
or
like
what?
more like editing in the post fact, but
Okay.
a cinematographer would be like setting up the shot.
Like this would be
yeah.
perfect if you did it this way and
Right.
came up. Okay,
Yeah,
I got
so
you.
they've evolved with the whole process of like editing, to my knowledge, at least.
right.
But yeah.
So the Oscars for cinematography: Blade Runner 2049, Dunkirk, Shape of Water, Darkest Hour, Mudbound.
Right now, 2049 deserves it. The person that's up for it this is his 14th Oscar nom. No wins.
Roger Deakins.
Yep. No wins. Look at all the movies that he's been a
you're
part
right.
of. I think he's been a part of even Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yes.
Yes. There's so
And
many movies
Fargo.
that probably deserved it.
And the Shawshank Redemption.
Yes.
I'm glad this came up. It is absolutely bullshit that Shawshank Redemption did not win a single Oscar. That is the greatest movie that's ever been made and has not won an Oscar. Up for 11, lost to Forrest Gump
You
and
like
Pulp
Forrest Gump,
Fiction.
Oh,
I like
to Pulp
all the
Fiction.
movies that came out that year. But, like, I'm looking back at it. That is the movie that's aged the finest.
I'd say Pulp Fiction's up there too.
I agree that it's good, but the Shawshank, I don't know, man. Shawshank Redemption got snubbed. But this guy, what's his name again? Roger Deakins.
Yeah.
Shawshank Redemption, Fargo. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? Kundun? The Man Who Wasn't There, No Control Man. Oh my
Country
God.
for Old Man is a beautiful movie.
The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford.
So what I'm getting is this guy works with what's their name?
Yeah, the brothers.
Not Russo's. No.
Is that the record for the guy who's been nominated for the most? Has not won. No, there's another guy.
Coen brothers. Yeah.
Did you ever hear the story of why Bill Murray was in Garfield?
Because he couldn't be in a Coen.
So the guy who basically wrote the script for the Garfield movie, his last name was Coen, and so he thought it was a Coen Brothers film.
Why are you serious?
I'm serious. So he signed on to do it, not realizing it wasn't the Coen Brothers.
Oh, that's bad. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that sucks.
just looking over some other categories, just kind of down the line. Like we got a original score.
Shape of Water should get that. It's a very good original score. Unless I heard Phantom Thread's really good too, so I don't know.
So we got Phantom Thread by Johnny Greenwood.
Yeah.
Shape of Water, Alexandre Desplat.
Yep.
Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri by Carter Burwell.
I don't remember it.
Star Wars: The Last Jedi, John Williams, and Dunkirk, Hans Zimmer.
I'm sorry. What Oscar is this?
Original score.
Oh,
I honestly think Shape of Water will get it. It was like so memorable, and every time it played, I go, "Yes, I love this song." Like I don't remember much of the music in Dunkirk. I just know that it was a lot of blah and.
I think Dunkirk will probably win sound mixing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anything Nolan does, it's just super loud and obnoxiously awesome.
Yeah. Then we have original song, which is just
original song. Who cares? Who really cares?
there's Remember Me from Coco, which is supposed to be really good.
Oh,
I really need to see
cares?
Coco.
Yeah.
The Greatest Showman. That's also the only Oscar that movie is up for.
Original song.
This is me. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get to my phone.
Okay. Is that it? Is that all the Oscars?
No, there's other stuff like makeup
there's a
and
bunch of other
hair
stuff. Like
and
there's
costume design.
Makeup and just
There's best cheap music.
We mentioned this earlier,
documentary.
but guess what was nominated for an Oscar that we kind of talked crap about earlier?
Boss Baby.
Kong Skull Island.
For visual effects.
Visual
Yeah,
effects.
go visual effects. That's a tough one.
Okay, so we got Blade Runner 2049,
Yup.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Kong Skull Island, Star Wars: The Last Jedi, and War for the Planet of the Apes. I am gonna go with War for the Planet
I was
of
gonna
the
say
Apes
that, yeah.
because there was times where I couldn't tell if it was an actual ape there or not because it was.
That's intense.
Jungle Book won last year or a year before, right?
Jungle last year.
Jungle Book won though, right?
That's
so.
difficult, my friends.
And I think from the looks, I never saw the movie, but from the looks of it, like the commercial and stuff, it looked like even that was better than Jungle Book.
Yeah. So one of the things also, because when I saw War for the Planet of the Apes, I saw it a week early and actually saw a Q&A with Andy Serkis and the guy who was in charge of the visual effects.
Oh, cool.
And one of the things they mentioned, somebody brought up, that didn't work on the film. They're facilitating the Q&A. You okay, Elliott?
Oh, you all right?
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Was the fact one of the things
God
they
damn.
did, which is really risky to do, is going from a CG character to a real human, within the same shot, because it's so much easier. Because back in the day, when they would use the kind of technology to make the CG character, and you see it directly compared to a human character, you're like, well, that's fake. In this one, it was oh my god, it looks like they're actually there. You
That's
couldn't
super
tell.
cool.
So from a technical standpoint, and from what I've seen, I gotta go for War for the Planet of the Apes.
All the visuals in that category, super good.
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy, super good.
This is a good year for film.
Oh, it was, but at the same time, it was a tough one
It was
because
shit
yeah.
at the same time. Got Baywatch and
Mummy.
emojis and the
Oh,
mummy
the
and
Mummy.
all that
Do you think we'll get the Dooku still?
bullshit.
Get what?
The Dooku? Dark
No.
Universe, Cinematic Universe?
No,
Oh.
they said they're done with it.
I still have hope.
No,
To be
why?
fair- To be fair,
My favorite.
Skull Island had a pretty cool
Well,
poster.
That's why they had. Yeah, Skull Island had one of the coolest posters. They should have. This is what they should. This is how the award should be. Best sex scene, please. It would go
The Room.
The Room.
Every year.
Every year, The Room.
If you haven't seen The Room, it's literally just the same scene twice.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It's not even like, oh, they did like similar shots. No, it's literally just the same, scene.
I would say best stunts. Best stunt work, like a serious one. Stunts.
Yeah.
And voice acting.
Practical effects.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I would like a category for just practical effects.
Yeah.
Voice acting would be sick, though, too. Voice acting.
Voice acting needs its own category.
Yeah.
Or they need to take voice acting more seriously and like nominate them for like best lead
Well,
actor.
Andy Serkis, why the fuck was he not
Yeah,
nominated?
he deserves an Oscar.
He does.
Oh my
He'll,
God.
he'll get a Jackie Chan Oscar. Like, Jackie Chan got an Oscar last year because
He'll get like a lifetime achievement.
Yeah. It's like, hey, you did good. Here's a participation award.
But like, God, Andy
But it still
Serkis.
counts as an Oscar. It's
Yeah,
interesting.
it still counts,
Yeah.
Right.
But it's participation.
You should watch the MTV Movie Awards because they give out awards for
I
this
know,
kind of
I
stuff
was
you're
just
talking
kidding
about.
for
Yeah, according to the
I know.
MTV Movie Awards, Twilight is the best movie that ever existed.
Oh, it is,
Because
though.
that has that's one of the most MTV Movie Awards or what?
I just remember watching it and like Twilight kept winning for everything. I'm like,
Twilight,
was like,
best
did you-
visual effects.
like,
Twilight.
did you not see this amazing film by one young Christopher Nolan? this new up and comer.
Twilight.
Jackie Chan does not have an Oscar. He has an honorary award
Right.
Yeah,
that was
honorary
given to
award.
him at the Oscars.
Yeah,
Right. That's
but
like-
it was an Oscar.
No.
But it was
an
the shape of an Oscar. And it
So he has
was-
the physical trophy that looks.
Yes, I understand.
honorary award.
Still, is
it
it
was
an award?
not an Oscar.
Is it an award?
Yes.
It's an Oscar.
No, it's not.
It was given by the Oscar. Yes, it is.
No, it's
It's
not.
an Oscar.
Dude, look at him. If he was up for an Oscar, it would say right there
He was
on
never-
IMDb, won one Oscar. He has not won an Oscar.
He was-
you can
because he
win
didn't
lifetime achievement awards at the Oscars. It does
didn't-
not mean it's
he
an
didn't
Oscar.
win the Oscar. He was given it.
Right. So he didn't win an Oscar.
But he has an Oscar.
He
That's
does
what I'm
not
saying.
have an.
He has an Oscar.
He
He
has
just
a
didn't
little
win
gold little trophy Oscar
it's a
that he
big
has
one,
in
just
his
like-
house.
I think
So-
it's silver actually. The honorary ones.
it. Are you serious?
I think the honorary ones are like a different color.
It
Are you
is-
serious? Check.
He has 38 wins, 47 nominations.
Like I said,
and the
he
biggest
was never
it's-
nominated for an Oscar. He never won an
Like, it's
Oscar, but
just
he
right-
has an Oscar
No, he has an honorary award.
given out
what
by
it
the
is.
Oscars.
Okay,
and
Sam-
it's
No,
the
no, no.
shape of an
Given
Oscar.
out by the Academy Awards.
Sam, that's
Academy
like,
Awards gives out more than Oscars. They
that's
give
like
out lifetime
saying people
achievement
who
shit.
get an honorary doctorate are doctors.
No, it's not.
You know what? Give
This
me-
is a-
it's
this
an
is a-
honorary.
this is
No,
an
I'm just-
award.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, you drink it. Well, we're almost out of time.
Yeah.
Did you guys have? There's really nothing else. I mean, I don't want to snub these other Oscar noms, but
They're really not as important. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
Or at
Um,
least worth discussing.
First song or best song?
Donald. Yeah.
Best
production
animated film,
design.
stupid.
Animated. Stupid.
They don't.
Co-
They didn't nominate anything. For
I'm
anything.
just saying, guys.
Yeah.
Out of costumes this year, costumes.
Stupid. Who cares?
Really? You don't think who cares? Mad Max won best costumes.
Who cares?
Now, look at those costumes. They're beautiful. Costumes are
Actually,
fucking.
they're pretty nasty
I think
looking. but
Beauty and the
that's
Beast
what's
will probably
beautiful
That's
about
why
it.
costumes are hard as shit to do. Sarah
Beauty and the
Strange.
Beast. Yeah.
Just looking at other random news, Nintendo of America on Twitter announced that Nintendo and Illumination are partnering on a movie starring Mario, co-produced by Shigeru Miyamoto and Chris Meledandri.
Cool.
Illumination, you know, the studio that did Minions, and
Yeah.
yeah, so it's a.
I thought it was DreamWorks.
I think it's a subcategory of DreamWorks.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like how there's Pixar.
Oh,
It's
okay.
still
Yeah,
Disney.
yeah. And then, Detective Pikachu's still.
I
think
still wish they went with Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
it says who?
You didn't see that big internet push? It was like, oh, they're gonna do a Detective Pikachu movie. Everyone's like, well, Danny DeVito has to be Pikachu. And then he asked him, was like, how do you feel about people wanting you to play Pikachu? He's like, what's a Pikachu?
Pikachu.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. That'd be so good.
Yeah, I'm just looking at other quick, news things may have popped up. Oh, today's Groundhog's Day.
There's gonna be 6 more
Today's
weeks
really
of
is?
winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we
I'm
should
just-
watch Groundhog Day after
I mean, we
this.
don't have to. Oh, here's one, Sam, that you'll like.
Yeah.
One Punch Man artist working on Back to the Future manga adaptation.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I won't read it, but I'm excited
Yeah.
for people to read it.
He is.
It's like, Artie, we got to go back. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay,
but-
yeah.
Anything else in the Oscars?
You're amazing.
We'll
buddy.
watch them.
Alright.
We'll see what we
We'll,
feel.
we'll watch them. We'll see. I disagree with a lot of them.
I'll see you
Um,
Oscars 2024. I'm counting. I'm gonna be best screenplay.
I'll be there. I'll be there
Original.
with you.
Me, yeah. Me and you.
Anyways,
You'll be my
you only
date.
bring a
You'll
plus
be
one.
my date.
before we wrap, thank you so much for watching or listening,
Mhm.
and or if you like to add anything, disagree with us, agree with our opinions, feel free to drop us a comment. Campfire.com, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. We're on Twitter. We are on
Everything.
We're pretty much
We're on everything
Like us on
except
Facebook, like I said.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening.
Twice.
Anyways, tune in next week. We'll probably have an episode where we talk about the aftermath of the Oscars.
The Oscars
Whoa,
are
whoa,
still
whoa,
a few
whoa.
weeks away. The Oscars aren't like tomorrow. They're like
Tune in next week. Like I said, tune in next time. We'll talk about this.
what?
there's no guarantee that it's gonna be next time.
Tune in sometime
In the future, we'll talk about it in the future.
in a film camp where we discuss the aftermath of the Oscars.
Yeah, but don't say it's next
It's not-
week.
it's
'cause
not saying
not-
It's not gonna-
aftermath.
It's not going to be next
It's
week.
aftermath
Yeah,
I said aftermath.
you said
Is
after
it-
mass also.
all
Okay.
the time. You are terrible.
Riot juice.
You can stop this whenever you want. You're
Thank you
good.
so much for
this is
listening.
this is you.
You're amazing. Goodbye.